Hey babes, I wanted to come to you today with a series on using songs that you love to inspire tracks that you want to write. So I'm looking at this track by Charlie XCX called Blame It On Your Love featuring Lizzo. I love this track and it's inspiring one of my own songs. And as I'm dissecting it, I thought I'd share the process. So first, I pull up the song that I want to reference and on YouTube here. And then I'll go for a YouTube to MP3 converter. For this one, I used this site, YouTube to MP3, and then you just copy and paste the URL in here and then click MP3 and convert. For me, this has been fine. I haven't gotten any viruses. I'm also on a Mac. But make sure that you're downloading from a place that is safe. Now, if I were to pay for this song on iTunes, I think I would still just be able to stream it. I wouldn't be able to have the hard downloaded file. And usually I'm against like pulling some songs off the internet for free, but because I'm just using it to test, check out the arrangement Ableton, so I'm just doing for now. So then I open Ableton. And usually Ableton will just start with like some MIDI tracks and some audio tracks, and it will look kind of like this. So here I'm going to press tab, go into arrangement view, and I'm going to keep an audio track and a MIDI track. So I'll just delete one of those and one of these. I'll put my audio track on top, which will be the Charlie XCX track. I'll press Command R to rename, and I'll just call this track. And here I'm going to put a piano on this for later. Now, before I pull her track in here, usually when I'm working in Logic or Ableton, the default time BPM is 120. So what I'll do, I'll just Google it, what keys the song is and what's a BPM, and I'll just make sure I'll look at a few of them to make sure it seems accurate. And all right, so it's an F and it's 100 BPM. Sounds accurate when I listen to it. And then I'll test it with a metronome. So now that I have this set up, I'm gonna pull in this track. Oops, didn't mean to do it, open it.
Can you tell me what love is?
Love is hard to describe.
Love has no boundaries. We just
all right, so I pulled it in here. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to listen to it with a metronome and see if it lines up with the grid.
It's hard to describe.
Love has no boundaries. We just want to be us.
I evolved in 20.
Sounds off, right? We'll see when it drops
in 2023.
Hey. Okay, so the beat drops in somewhere around here. So what we're going to be looking for is the transient when the drum drops in, and that's where we're going to line up with the metronome.
2023.
Hey, listen.
In 2023.
Hey, listen. Where the drums start.
Evolved in 2023.
I think it was here. I'm gonna just zoom in real close. I'm gonna hit Command E. Yeah, that was it. If I can find it again. Yeah, where this is. I'll zoom in real close, hit Command E to divide that. Now I'm just going to drag it to the beginning of a bar. So it should all line up. And now I'm looking at these transients. Do they line up on the grid? Looks like it. Let's test it. Hey, listen. I'm living on you. I'm living on you. Yeah. I just want to drink you up. All right, so that works. Now from here, I'll just delete this and I'm going to start at the beginning of my region and drag it back so that this downbeat is going to stay on the grid in place, and then the rest of the track will be here. Now we're going to go through and set the locators. So a fun thing that I like to do is I can color code. I'll set it to bright pink, and I can assign the track color to clips if you're working in the most recent version of Ableton, which I am, Ableton 10. Otherwise, you can just assign each thing, but I like it because it helps me stay organized when I'm working with multiple files. So now we're going to go through and drop locators for each section of the song.
Hard to describe.
Love has no boundaries. We just want to be us.
I evolved in 2023.
I evolved in 2023.
I evolved in 2023.
Hey, listen. I'm blaming on you. I'm blaming on you. Yeah.
I just wanna drink you.
So I know that this, because I listened to the song before, I know that this is verse 1, and you can just kind of hear from when it's starting. This.
Hey, listen. I'm blaming on you. I'm blaming on you. Yeah.
This is the intro. No, the only version that I really listened to the song, well, I listened on Spotify and YouTube, but the ooh, that's kind of like a loose intro. It's not in time with the rest of the song, but we can still put a marker. We'll just put a marker.
Love is hard to describe.
No.
Love has no boundaries.
Kind of starts around here.
To describe.
No.
Love has no boundaries.
It's in there, but we'll just do like, call this a loose intro. Now we're just going to go through and keep labeling parts of our arrangement.
Yeah.
I just wanna drink you up. Pour you in a silver cup. You know I like to party, but you know I love your body. So many things I shouldn't do. I hate myself for hurting you. Yeah. Honestly, I'm reckless. I'm sorry if I'm selfish. Every time you get too close, I run away. And every time you say the words, I don't know what to say. Back to the beginning.
This would be that pre-chorus. So to get that, I'm just right-clicking this. You could also press Command R, but that's always hard for me to do on this laptop.
Back to the beginning, when it was so I could change. I do. I blame it on your love.
Okay.
Every time I fuck it up, I blame it on your love. I do. I blame it on your love. I can't help it, I can't stop. I blame it on your love. I do.
Now this is where the pre-chorus drops in. It looks tricky because you can see that the waveform is fatter here, and this is when you listen where the drums and the bass really kick in and gel together, not on measure 28, but it's a deceptive trick that the producer used. Listen.
I blame it on your love. I do.
And then we hear that this comes on the downbeat, and usually measures for music are pretty even, like it's not going to go for like a quarter of a measure more. So this is going to be the post chorus. It's an instrumental hook, a non-lyrical hook. I talk about these in some videos. So this is an example.
Blame it on your love. Blame it on your love.
Oh, nice, clean 4 bars. All right, I know this is going to be verse 2.
I'm a little scared, but no one ever really cared. I took you for granted, just a big misunderstanding. I just wanna spend the night, sleeping in your bed tonight. We'll watch a little TV. I love it when you need me. Every time you get too. And every time you say the words, I don't know what to say. Back to the beginning, when it was so I could change. I do.
This song is so catchy. I love it.
Blame it on your love. Every time I fuck it up, I blame it on your love. I do. I blame it on your love. I can't help it, I can't stop. I blame it on your love. I do. Love, I do.
You can also see in the waveform that there's a change in what's happening musically.
Love, I do. Blame it on your love. Blame it on your love.
I don't know what's wrong with this girl, Charlie. She crazy. Gotta blame it on the
Here's our bridge. Lizzo.
Gotta blame it on the juice. Looking at my booty like you don't know what to do. Baby, I know that you can't control it. Put my body like a swisher, just roll it. I'ma give you one chance to fall in love. Give you one chance, don't fuck this up. I'm trying to catch millions, I ain't trying to catch feelings. Bitch,
And then you hear there's a change.
trying to
Right? Let's
catch
hear what it
feelings.
is.
Bitch, I blame it on your love.
It's chorus again.
Every time I fuck it up, I blame it on your love. I do. I blame it on your love. I can't help it, I can't stop. I blame it on your love. I do. I blame it on your love.
And then the chorus repeats.
Every time I fuck it up, I blame it on your love. I do. I blame it on your love. I can't help it, I can't stop. I blame it on your love. I do. Okay, that's it.
Modern love to me is limitless and it's cute as fuck too.
Cool. So that's the track. So she ended her track just under like 3 minutes and 19 seconds, pretty much. So it gives you a good idea. And then here, look, we can see. Oh, this is a mistake. All right. So we have verse 4, 8 bars, pre-chorus 4, chorus 8, post-chorus 4. Again, same verse, 8 bars, pre-chorus 4, chorus 4. 8, post-chorus 8, bridge 8. Chorus twice, out, done there. All right, so I hope this was helpful. Next session, we're going to go in and analyze the melodies, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. And this is going to be a really big eye-opening experience for you. And if you'd like to get started on that, I have a free guide that I've created. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the scale degrees of her melodies and check out the patterns. I have a free guide on this free training, how to write melodies you love and sing and play any melody that you hear. So go to setyurlifetomusic.com/writing melodies, and you'll get this in your email inbox, and it's free. And thanks for tuning in. We're going to do more trainings breaking down the process. Again, I'm using this in writing my own songs. Right now, I'm about to head into the studio. I'm at the Synth Sanctuary, working on a track with Jay Wires. And one of the tracks that I'm working on, I need to adjust the melody and the lyrics of something, especially the melody. And I'm inspired by this track. So I break things down to get ideas. All right, and we'll get into that soon. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the box below.